If you're an outdoor adventurer, getting the best waterproof phone that can withstand exposure to water should also be a priority. Whether you're dipping over the side of a boat or enduring the rigors of water sports, the last thing you want is to see water seeping inside and your expensive smartphone acting up. Note: while many smartphones are rated IP68, it's important to note that this rating can mean a number of things. IP68 picks up where IP67 leaves off, 1 meter of submersion for up to 30 minutes. Manufacturers go a little further than that to get an IP68 rating, which is usually 1.5 meters of submersion for up to 30 minutes. Some, like the Apple iPhone, go even further and are rated for 6 feet of submersion. The buying links are given below, just go and check out. 1. Google Pixel 9 Pro. The Google Pixel 9 Pro finally comes with IP68 water resistance. You get Google's latest Tensor G4 Society, which is much more power efficient this time around and isn't as limited as the previous generation. That said, raw performance isn't its core strength, and it still lags behind Qualcomm's best. The cameras have improved, though, especially the selfie camera, which now has a 42 megapixel sensor. More importantly, Google's software and AI wizardry ensures that this phone captures some of the best images possible. Like the 8 series, the Pixel 9 Pro will get 7 years of Android OS and security updates. Wired charging is faster, and the 9 Pro comes in a swanky new color. 2. Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra is still the best flagship phone for those willing to spend money on uncompromising performance and quality. That's especially true because the S24 Ultra's screen is absolutely stunning. It's the best smartphone on the market today, with rich, vibrant colors, a crisp 501 pixels per inch density, and a variable refresh rate that drops from the standard 120 Hz to 1 Hz for the always-on display. The Galaxy S24 Ultra is still a heavy beast, and the switch to titanium hasn't reduced its weight, as Samsung already used lightweight aluminum in its previous models. Despite the new material, the dust and water resistance haven't changed. It's still Samsung's standard IP68, and the company certifies it as water-resistant up to 1.5 meters for up to 30 minutes. It's not the best on the market. Apple's iPhones have always offered better IP68 numbers, but it's still a perfectly respectable score, as it's not hard to improve things by adding a sturdy waterproof case if you plan on spending a lot of time on the beach. After all, this flagship smartphone can't be beat in almost every way. The 200 megapixels main camera takes amazing photos in the right conditions, even if it can be a bit inconsistent and unpredictable with moving subjects. 3. Samsung Galaxy X Cover 6 Pro. Samsung's X Cover 6 Pro is a rugged phone from the popular smartphone maker, boasting IP68 water resistance and mil-STD810H durability. It also has a removable battery for continued use in the field when you can't find a charger, and Samsung's generous promise of updates is backed up by that. The Samsung Galaxy X Cover 6 Pro is an oddball in Samsung's lineup, trading the elegant sheen and polish of its flagship S24 model for a more utilitarian design that complements its mil-STD810H durability rating. This is a particularly rugged smartphone, capable of withstanding drops, shocks, and extreme temperatures, but unlike the other rugged entries on our list, its water resistance rating is IP68, the same as Samsung's flagships, and it's certified for up to 1.5 meters, 30 minutes. The specs of the X Cover 6 Pro don't quite match those of Samsung's similarly priced flagships, but that's likely because you're paying a premium for durability. Still, you get a respectable Qualcomm Snapdragon 778G that can handle everyday tasks and casual gaming, as well as a camera system that rivals the standard Galaxy S24 model. 4. Apple iPhone 15 Pro Max. Apple's iPhone 15 Pro Max is not only one of the most powerful phones on the market, it's also one of the most water-resistant, capable of handling depths of up to 6 meters. Add to that an A17 Pro chip that can handle console-quality games, a 5x optical zoom, and, finally, a USB-C port. As mentioned earlier, not all IP68 ratings are created equal. Each manufacturer has to decide how far they want to go beyond the basic standard, and Apple has done a lot better with its iPhones than its competitors. With a water resistance of 6 meters for up to 30 minutes, the iPhone 15 Pro Max has the highest IP68 rating of any smartphone on this list, surpassing the IP69K rated models like the Nokia XR21 in terms of submersion depth, but not in terms of duration. You'll also get the excellent iPhone Pro camera system, which has been improved this year with a 5x optical zoom. Finally, Apple has finally abandoned its proprietary Lightning port and embraced the welcoming arms of USB-C. 5. Asus Zenfone 11 Ultra. Asus' latest model combines flagship specs with a package that's no longer pocketable. But the Zenfone 11 Ultra has beefed up its specs in all the places that matter, whether it's the flagship Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor or its vibrant 6.78-inch display. Elsewhere, it's IP68 rated, meaning it can survive a splash or a dive in the pool, and it's got a surprisingly long-lasting 5500 mAh battery. Gone are the pocket-friendly days of the previous Zenfone. Asus goes head-to-head with the flagships with the supersized Zenfone 11 Ultra. In terms of performance, you get the fastest Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chipset on the market so far, which means the phone will be able to run any game or app quickly. Unfortunately, Asus hasn't lived up to its hardware promises of software updates. The Asus Zenfone 11 Ultra also has the usual IP68 rating associated with flagships. This rating guarantees that the phone can be submerged in up to 1.5 meters of water for up to 30 minutes. It's not quite as good as what Apple offers, but it's more than enough to survive a sudden rain shower or a dip in a swimming pool. 6. Samsung Galaxy A54 5G. Samsung dominates the high-end smartphone market, but its mid-rangers deserve just as much credit. This budget Android phone boasts IP67 water and dust resistance and a host of other valuable features. You won't find a better display at this price point. The Galaxy A54 5G features a stunning 6.4-inch AMOLED panel with a 120Hz refresh rate and a maximum brightness level of 1000 nits. The built-in 5000 mAh battery will keep the A54 5G going for days. Samsung offers this mid-range Android phone in 6GB, 128GB and 8GB, 256GB memory options. The Galaxy A54 5G has a solid camera setup consisting of a 50MP main sensor, a 12MP wide-angle lens, and two 5MP portrait and macro lenses. All four sensors work very well, taking decent pictures in both bright and dark conditions. There's no charger or audio port in the box, but these issues can easily be solved with a few additional accessories. 7. Google Pixel 8 Pro. The Pixel 8 Pro is a great phone for anyone who wants to take the best possible photos without the hassle. That's thanks to the powerful computational photography and AI capabilities Google has packed into its new Tensor G3 chip. Not only will this enhance every photo you take, but it'll also unlock new tools in post-processing, like the Magic Editor, which lets you remove or move objects in your photos to seamlessly fill in empty spaces. The Tensor G3 won't win any gaming speed contests, but it's fast enough to deliver fast performance for all your everyday apps and tasks, and Google's unprecedented commitment of 7 years of updates should keep it running until Android 21 launches in a few years. As for water resistance, the Pixel 8 Pro has the same official IP68 rating as most of the phones on this list, but the company doesn't disclose the exact depth or duration of the water resistance it tested. When we asked, the company pointed us to the Google Store Tech Specs page, which simply says, IP68 dust and water resistant. 8. iPhone SE, 2022. The new third-generation iPhone SE packs the lightning-fast A15 Bionic processor from the 2019 flagship iPhone into the body of the iPhone 8. It also repurposes the iPhone 8's design, so it can take advantage of its water resistance. The phone is built to an IP67 specification, meaning it can withstand being submerged in 3.3 feet, 1 meter, of water for 30 minutes. But what makes the iPhone SE's water resistance special is the handset's low price. At $429, the iPhone SE is the most affordable IP-rated water-resistant iPhone you can buy, and it beats many cheap Android phones. It also supports wireless charging and boasts an aluminum and glass design that looks incredibly premium compared to similarly priced Android. If you're